Welcome to M3 is 3D, where I give you the keys to the Lamborghini. So, you guys remember that custom logo coffee cup we did a while back? Somebody just ordered one. Morning roundup. We've got the Big Sharky, and this finally working printer is making the Cthulhu can again. And here we've got a very nice T-Rex dish. We've got another one to make, actually. Couple of Davids just chilling. And we do have the small alien can. In fact, there is no big alien can, just a small one. Maybe we'll make a big one someday. Mailman. Yup, it's coffee time. Who would have guessed? Dunk has begun. Man, it's a glorious day. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to the cheap burrito place and we're eating there because it's just super nice. We're going to Flavor Town. So good. Perfecto. If you're ever in Nacogdoches, you gotta go to that place. Man, every time, so good and so cheap. But we're going on a walk, getting some more of this sunlight. Man, I'm telling you, nothing beats one of those burritos on a nice day. I am in my happy place. Ah, the sound of the wind rustling through the trees. How refreshing. I was just thinking about this dog I knew back in the day. His name was Luke. Luke was like a beagle mix. He was kind of a grayish color. Luke was one of those dogs that just liked everybody. Like, if some new person came over, he instantly loved them. Luke spent a lot of time, though, barking at the neighbors. They had a big fence, and the neighbors would be like doing stuff in their backyard next door, and he would bark at those neighbors all the time. So if you're trying to determine whether Luke loves you or not, all you have to determine is which side of the fence you're on. Inside the fence, he loves you. Outside the fence, you're the devil. Back at the shop, actually just sold another one of those wall art things, you know, the line art dealios. You've seen a couple of them before if you're a longtime viewer. I think it's starting to sell regularly. And we got the yellow coffee cup listed. I looked at one of the other coffee cups and I got like 300 some views per month, which is pretty dang good because you don't need a lot of views to make some sales when it comes to Etsy. So we get a magnet for the walk, and we get a magnet for the item. All right, we'll do a couple things here. T-Rex dish, David, and another David. This one's got a custom paint scheme. Here we go, the little alien can. So I think it's finally time to start getting this room in order. So we're going to kind of consolidate and probably throw away a bunch of stuff. First thing we're gonna do, we're going to find another place for these old things of bubble wrap. Obviously I make my own bubble wrap now, but I like to have the backups. This is what I used to buy. I used to buy $300 worth a month of bubble wrap. Okay, I've been low-key putting it off. Time to throw away the plastic box. It's just a big drag, literally. And the pallet. And we're getting boxes. I once worked with a guy whose last name was Casagrande. Not Hispanic. He was an Asian dude. Back at the shop, I think we need to liberate this shelf in order to get all the stuff out of that end of the room. We still got a few things to do before the end of the day, so we will finish moving this into the next room and then moving things from the next room onto it We'll finish that tomorrow. Here's some feels right here. This is from an ex of mine. Her little dog's loved me. I was loved by dogs once. And we're gonna do the dragon. Enter the dragon. Red shoe feet. Big Einstein can. And the silver Freud. Couple things to paint. We just painted the eyes, gotta wait for them to dry and tape them off. We got the dino leg dish, doing the black and white fade on David here, and of course, Big Sharko. And after, got the David here, little T-Rex dish, and a very, very beautiful giant shark. Man, looking so good. Well, that's it for today. Somebody actually left me a 1-star review earlier. I wasn't even gonna say anything about it, but I got them to change it. So that's awesome. Man, so I just took the painter's tape off of the hot dog. If you wanna see what the hot dog looks like, join the Discord. Link in the description. It's free to join for now. I'm pretty grateful for that. Made a bunch of filament today. Oh yeah, how could I forget? Today was the biggest day of sales I think I've had all year. It was a huge, huge day of sales. Last time I had a day of sales this big would have been sometime during Christmas. And even during Christmas season, there were only a few days where I sold as much as I sold today. So that's pretty huge. See, here's maybe the deception of this kind of medium. What YouTube kind of promotes is like all of this impulsive, like get everybody's attention right now kind of stuff. It's like YouTube rewards to a large degree people that are effectively like shouting fire in a theater. Like that's what the algorithm seems to want. There are exceptions, but a lot of it is just clickbait, clickbait, clickbait. I made an early video on this channel called the M3's 3D Manifesto. You can go search for it, it's pretty easy to find. And I am doing the opposite of that. And the reason is because if you really want to be successful at 3D printing, but just many things, it's not about like instantaneous gratification. That's the opposite of the ethic that you should want. So I'm saying this because I sold a huge amount today. I sold a ridiculous amount during the time of year that is typically the least profitable. You know, those couple months after Christmas are typically not very good. Even early March, you know, things will probably start picking up soon. But the reason I could do that is because I keep putting out products. Day in, day out, I am putting out new products. I am making new products. I'm designing new products, and I am just pumping them out. Consistency like that is what makes you money, okay? Consistently doing the thing over and over again. I mean, it's fun because I'm making different products. It's not the same thing, but I'm just using the system. I'm just churning out products. And that is why I had an unbelievable day of sales today. I sold a coffee cup, I sold 2 sharks, and I sold a whole bunch of other stuff, and I sold something on my website. So maybe we'll recap the product board at the end of next month or something. But so far, I have released a product more than every other day. A pretty impressive record. That's what you have to do. Because if you do that, I've been doing that for 2.5, 3 months now, just regularly putting out about a product every other day, slightly more. If you do that, people get the notifications, they check out your store, then they check out your store again, then they check out your store again, and eventually they start seeing stuff that like, yeah, I actually really do want that thing. They add to cart, and eventually they buy it. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that instant gratification, like, I want it now, click, instant click, impulsive click, like, that is not how you make money. It's just, you get a process and you do the process. That's what you get on this channel. It is not about, like, we're just going to do, we're going to get successful with this one weird trick. That does not work. And even if it works out one time, it's probably not going to work for you in an iterated way. Grinding is what works. Just consistent effort. That's what you see on this channel. This is like a digital apprenticeship. I'm showing you the mode of being that actually does work. And almost everything you're ever gonna see on YouTube is BS. Really, like, I watch 3D printing YouTube channels, of course, and I have several that I like. I'm not really knocking them. I'm just saying they're not showing you the ethic. They're not embodying the ethic that actually makes you successful at this game. Even if they say it in a question and answer section, or if they mention it, they're not showing it to you. There's a real big difference between showing and telling. There will be people that will tell you how to be successful in 3D printing. They'll say, like, oh yeah, put in consistent effort, blah, 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 keep releasing products. I am showing you. Everyone else tells, M3 shows. Yeah, so that was a little rant. Like I said, if you want to join the Discord, it's in the description. We'd love to have you. So, some comments from Discord. Wayne says, the Beach Boys actually ripped off Jan and Dean, responding to the last episode. Wow. Is that true? I thought the Beach Boys kind of invented it and then Jan and Dean ripped it off. I'm really gonna have to look that up. I mean, I'll take your word for it. That just blows my mind. Matt Shop. I think he's a newer contributor to the Discord. If so, hey, what's up, Matt? Downloaded the Alien Dino from Cults. Do you use any supports, and how long does the print typically take on the CR10S5? He's talking about one of my models that's for sale at my STL store. As for the print time, it all depends on the settings, obviously. Expect it to take at least a few days. Hacksaw Jim, he actually met me in real life. We did an episode. Scroll back through the stuff and you'll see it. I'd recommend picking a different sound clip for the end of your video versus the product reveals. Nothing wrong with it, but my brain keeps thinking the show is over. It's a good point. Thank you. Chester Villa, maybe? Up to episode 180. I should be up to date by the end of the week. This guy is binge watching my videos. That's how you do it. If you want to suck up to me, that's how you do it, son. That's a big old fire react. Oh man, some good YouTube comments. We'll read a couple. When I die, bury me in a giant coffee cup instead of a casket. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's do like one more. Gets 3D printing. Large printing is a pain, especially when it fails halfway through. Boy, that's the truth. Really, there's a reason people don't do this. It's taken so long just to get this consistent, and it's, it's tough. Well, anyway, enough about me. Like I said, join the Discord if you want to be part of the discussion and get preferential treatment during the question and answer section. Let me know what you are grateful for. Let me know what small joys you have in your life, what coffee you're drinking, what dogs you're walking, what songs you're singing. Something birds in the trees. I like to hear what you have to say. You'll probably get a heart, probably get an upvote, and a lot of people might upvote your comments too. You know what I mean? So I will see you on the next episode. You are the Gratitude Gang, and we are grateful for things. Peace.